とギークのエッセンシャル漫画オタクとドンギークのエッセンシャル漫画みんなで集まって楽しもうみんなで集まって楽しもう最高のストーリー笑顔で届け最高のストーリー笑顔で届けエッセンシャル漫画素敵な世界
Welcome to otakusandgeeks.com Essential Manga. This is episode 7, my friends, and today we are going to be talking about the manga 20th Century Boys. And this is a manga that was written by Naoki Urasawa and is widely regarded as a masterpiece in the world of manga. It has really solidified and earned its place as one of the most celebrated works of its time, and it does a great job of juggling various genres such as mystery, thriller, sci-fi, just to talk about a little bit about the story here. So at its core, 20th Century Boys is a sprawling narrative about childhood dreams, friendship, and the harrowing consequences of past actions on the future. The story begins with Kenji, a unassuming convenience store manager, stumbling upon mysterious events tied to his childhood, and a cult led by this enigmatic figure known as Friend rises to power. Its actions eerily mirrors a fictional story created by Kenji and his friends during their childhood. So the narrative spans decades, weaving between past and present. It does a really good job of that, by the way, especially when it comes to the pacing, as Kenji and his friends piece together their childhood memories to stop Friend's apocalyptic schemes. The manga structure is non-linear, so it's creating this constant sense of suspense and intrigue over its 22 volumes, filled with cliffhangers, twists, flashbacks that really do keep you engaged. And just to talk a little bit about some of the key players in here, the characters in 20th Century Boys are one of its greatest strengths. Urasawa excels at creating multidimensional layered characters that are relatable individuals who grow up and change over time. And keep in mind, since it's non-linear structure, you're able to see past, present, at various times throughout the story. And each character from our protagonist to the supporting cast plays a crucial role to that. Kenji, who is our reluctant hero, once a dreamer and a musician, Kenji is thrust into battle against this shadowy cult, forced to confront his unfulfilled dreams and childhood regrets. And then you have Kanan, Kenji's niece, who takes on the mantle of resistance later on in the arcs, and the strength and resolve makes her a standout character. And then we have our antagonist, Friend, whose identity and motives remain shrouded in mystery for much of the series. And of course, this is spoiler free, my friends, so I'm not going to tell you anything here. And then we have some of the childhood friends as well, who bring unique perspectives and skills to the story. And the camaraderie and shared history are really the emotional backbone of this particular manga. And Urasawa's character development is really good, even with the minor characters receiving some rich backstories and arcs. And that's what you want in your manga. That's what you want in your world building stories, is you want even the most minor characters to have some type of depth to them, some type of personality. For me, I think that every character that you create, even if it's just an appearance or one, it could be like an NPC if we're talking like an RPG. Make that NPC feel relatable to the audience, or let that NPC have a moment where the audience goes, that was a memorable moment, or hey, that character has some type of personality which makes the world feel a little bit more alive. And speaking of alive, let's talk about the themes that really keep this engaging, and it explores some really profound and universal themes that resonates with the reader here. You have nostalgia and the power of childhood. The story highlights that innocent of childhood and the enduring impact of early friendships, and that nostalgia for the good old days is really with one, and you mix that with the harsh realities of adulthood, and you have one hell of a interaction there. And then you have the nature of evil. Friends Code, this apocalyptic goals really raise questions about human nature and morality. And you see that with a lot of manga books out there that really delve into what it means to be human, what it means to be of that human consciousness, and what does it mean when it comes to having like this moral compass. You see a lot of that in mangas like this. And then of course we have something such as Hope and Resistance, especially with the grim events in 20th Century Boys, is ultimately a story of hope. And it emphasizes that with the power of unity, perseverance, and courage to fight against overwhelming odds. And I really think they did a really good job when it comes to that. Now, as always, let's talk a little bit about the artwork here because Urasawa's ability to depict the characters at different ages is remarkable. The transition from their youthful innocence to their older, with more of a weather cells, is seamlessly portrayed. And then just let's talk about even the atmosphere of this book. The artwork captures both that mundane and extraordinary, from quite suburban scenes to this chaos of this apocalyptic landscape. And he uses shadow and panel compositions that really do a good job of building tension, and it really does immerse you more into the story. And then of course we have his ability to give us facial expressions that really show that emotional depth, and just showing just his range, just showing the range, I should say, of emotions that we, the reader, will be able to connect with that. And then, of course, we have why is this essential? Relatable characters, as I always say. It has a deep human story, and the struggles with the readers, I think it will resonate with everybody here. One, Urasawa's ability to really maintain suspense over 22 volumes is a testament to his skills. And not to mention that the gradual unraveling of Friend's identity is just where the greatness of suspense kicks in. And whether you're a fan of thrillers or not, or come of age stories or sci-fi, he was able to merge all of those genres into one to give us 20th Century Boys. So to wrap this up, I will say this: 20th Century Boys is a great manga. It is a masterpiece. If you have never read it, I suggest you check it out. Yes, 22 volumes might be a lot for folks, but you won't be disappointed. Trust me on this. It is a gripping story. It's a complex story with some complex characters, has some really good themes, stunning artwork, and it's really essential for anyone who is collecting manga, from old heads to veterans to newcomers, noobs, whatever you want to call yourselves. Urasawa crafts a tale that really lingers in the mind long after the final page, proving that manga can be a rich, compelling story. So this is Justin from otakugeeks.com. Thank you for joining us for Essential Manga. This was episode 7, 20th Century Boys. If you read the manga, please keep it spoiler free for those who haven't read it. But what did you think of the story? Amazing, right? Comment below, let me know. If you like what we do here, if this is your first time viewing us here at Otaku and Geeks, hopefully we earned your subscription. And if we did, please hit the subscribe button and the like button, and also hit that notification bell. Helps out the channel tremendously. And my friends, I will catch you all on the next one. Later days.